It's a real honor and delight to have Dr. Kristin Neff on the show today. Welcome, Kristin.
Oh, thanks, Dan. I'm happy to be here. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, so we have to talk about compassionate mess.
Yes,
which is how your last chapter is basically, I'm still a compassionate mess.
Yes.
Can you describe what you mean by that? Yeah.
So this is actually a quote that Chris and I like. Chris Grimmer, I think Rob Nairn was the one who said it, but I just love it, which is the goal of practice is simply to become a compassionate mess, right? In other words, like, so what does that mean? That your goal isn't to be perfect. Your goal isn't to get it right. Your goal is simply to bring compassion to whatever's arising in the moment, whether you get it wrong or right, and that is an achievable goal. So I'm still a mess. I still get it wrong. I try to get it right as much as I can, but I'm probably a little better than I used to be, but not a lot. So whatever, but I am pretty good at bringing compassion almost immediately to whatever mess I'm in or whatever mess I've caused. And so it's an achievable goal that you hold any mistakes you make, anytime you get it wrong. It's not like you achieve balance and you stay balanced. It's like you achieve balance and then you fall off. And so you bring compassion and you achieve balance and you fall off. And the way you bring compassion may be more fierce or tender, but it's really the process. And so your goal becomes not a destination of this like future where I'm totally together and I've got it all together and I know everything. Some people may do that, but most people aren't. We're human beings. Your goal is just the process of bringing compassion to whatever happens. And there can be a lot of satisfaction in opening your heart. The goal isn't to get it right. The goal is to open your heart.
Yeah, exactly. And we're just continuations of all of it. And that's just being in process with it. So, well, it's been an honor to have you on today and to share some of your work with our listeners. But, the thread of Kristin Neff travels very long for me of me reading about your work and influencing me in my own clinical practice, but in my own personal life. So I just want to give you a thank you for what you've dedicated your life and your career to, a lot of fierceness too, and compassion. So thank you for writing this book and for who you are.
Thank you. Wonderful.